Yo, what's up, guys? Back for another NFL video. Week 5 in the books. Not gonna waste any time. Number one pick, Jets. Um, it's so tough because they actually looked kind of good against the Cowboys at one point. Um, and the ship fell apart in the second quarter. They gave up 3 touchdowns, and the game was over. Excuse me. They have a ball security issue. It's not even picks like we would think. It's just they can't hold on to the ball. Every time they touch it, they fumble. Um, with the same theme, the Giants, 2 fumbles, 2 picks. They did everything they could to throw away this game, and I'm a Brian Daboll guy. I actually think he's a solid coach. It's time to go. We need a new face in the locker room for the guys, and it's unfortunate. The Raiders, they got absolutely thrashed. It was like 40-6, I think the final score was. I don't know what's going on, but like Pete Carroll said in their presser after the game, they just need the reps. So, Bengals, just I don't know. They need a new backup. This guy that they have, I think it's Browning. He's not good enough to win games for whatever reason. Probably doesn't get a sufficient amount of reps in practice because Joe Burrow he's one of those guys. So, um, Ravens. Oh man, the Ravens. It's almost like they sacrificed their historic identity for Lamar Jackson's presence. Historically, they're one of the best defenses in the league year in, year out, and they're dead last, I think, in almost every category. And that's hard to see. I grew up watching, Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. Excuse me. And seeing their defense in shambles like that, it's definitely a different era. Next, Cardinals. They lost to the Titans, bro. On a last second field goal by one. The Titans, man. Shameful. The Dolphins, they were up 14 if I'm not mistaken, or 17. And I don't know what happened. They just fell apart, bro. Like it happens every week. One team is doing well and then momentum swings and the game's over. They just happen to be that team this week. All right, so these are like the bottom feeding guys. Number one pick, the Jets, dishonorably discharged. We got these 6 teams right here, and now these teams had the biggest wins so far, I would say, of the year. Maybe not like literal wins, but there's some kind of thing to look forward to for all these teams after this week. The Patriots, they look like they actually have a competent quarterback, and they played good defense. They're starting to get their identity back, and it's positive. I like to see that. The Broncos, they beat the Eagles in a close game. Um, I don't know if this is more about the Eagles than it is about the Broncos, but the Broncos, I'm sure a lot of people won some money on this game because they were not. I don't think they were expected to win this game at all. So that was interesting to see. I don't know what's going on with Philly's offense. It's very elementary. It's either we're handing the ball off to Saquon or we're running hitches, slants, or go balls. And it's kind of weird to watch. Next, Commanders. That was a huge win against the Chargers. Jaden Daniels is back. He looked pretty good. And it seems like the team is just down when they don't have him in the lineup. Titans, they get their first win of the season. Cam Ward gets his first win as a quarterback of the Titans. Number one pick gets his first win. That was a good day for them. The Saints, I think Spencer Rattler got his first win as a starter. Um, Kellen Moore got his first win as a head coach. They actually didn't look half bad against my Giants. Um, Nothing much really to say about them. The Cowboys offense looked explosive. Dak put up some good numbers. They were able to run the ball. They're finding ways to create pressure. I mean, they have to send 6 and 7 guys, but do what you got to do. The Browns. Now, this is one of those ones where they lost, but Dillon Gabriel looked solid. He handled the pressure well, I think. And I don't mean pressure as in like, oh my God, it's my first start. Pressure as in like Brian Flores, coordinator for the Vikings. He's known for his exotic looks and his crazy blitz packages. And it looks like Dillon Gabriel was watching his film. He didn't look rattled out there, so kudos for that. Vikings, they took care of business. Carson Wentz did what he had to do. I'm interested to see when McCarthy will come back. Um, yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy out of that game. Panthers, again, they were down, I think, 3 scores at one point. To come back and win that game is impressive. And it was a good team win. Bryce Young looked confident. That's what you like to see out of the young QBs. And young QBs, this one's back in the win column again. I would say it's his best game since one of the last games of his rookie year. Uh, he just looked like he got his swag back. That's all I can really say about it. And these teams in the next category are pretenders. And what I mean by that is, well, they're good, but they're missing that juice. The Chiefs. I will confidently say this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Their reign of terror is over. They look very, very beatable. In fact, um, on their Monday Night Football game against the Jags, they were up 14-0, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and they lost. So they're very, very beatable. And if I were a top tier team in the AFC, I would not be afraid of them. Next, the Chargers. I don't know what it is, but they're like the Cowboys of the AFC. Chargers will do Chargers stuff, and they will find a way to not win the games they're supposed to. The Rams. Outside of Matthew Stafford, and Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. I don't trust anybody on this team. They were driving in OT to win the game, and they fumble. Like, you can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. And the 49ers, this is not because of their players, this is because of their coach. Their coach has never prospered in the moment. It seems like the lights have always been too bright. And we saw that when he was the coordinator for the Falcons in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, the historic 28-3 game. So, I mean, that's who he is, and I have no reason to believe anything different. Next I got the Jags. Their win against the Chiefs was, I think, Trevor Lawrence's best win as a pro. Final play of the game, essentially. He takes a snap, trips, tries to get up, slips again, gets up, and runs into the end zone to give them the lead. I mean, that should never happen. The Chiefs just blundered. But credit to the Jags, they stayed true to their game plan. And I'm going to give Trevor Lawrence his flowers, though. Everyone knows the Chiefs defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo, he's gonna blitz the hell out of you. Trevor Lawrence stepped up in the pocket every time and did what he had to do. The Colts are next. They just found their quarterback, man. Good for them. Um, I wish Daniel Jones could have done that for my team, but you know, sometimes you just need a new situation. Next, I got the Eagles. They're obviously going to contend. They're one of the most talented rosters in the league. But every week we don't know what offense we're going to get. So it's yeah. They're going to always contend. They're pretty much the most talented roster in the league. So Seattle is next. Even though they lost, they went band for band the whole game. If I'm not mistaken, between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, they had 10 incompletions on like 60 or 65 passes combined. That's retarded. That's some Madden bullshit right there. Next I got the Lions. Beat up on the Bengals. I think their identity is what makes them contenders, not necessarily how talented they are. I mean, they are talented, but their identity as a team is really like blue collar, hard nosed football. Next, the Bucks. They're just they're just solid, man. If the game is close, I'd always bet on them. Always. I would always bet on them. Next contender, the favorite. Buffalo's by far, I think, the favorite just because of Josh Allen. He's virtually unstoppable. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to it. So, these four teams did not play this week, so there's no category for them. They were all on the bye. They will be back next week for some more harsh judgment. Alright, so we got our picks. Excuse me 1 second. Boom. Alright, so I was wrong about this game. I was right about this game. I was wrong about this game. You're gonna see a pattern. I was right about this game. I was right about this game. I was wrong about this game. I was right about this game. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was right. I was right. I was wrong. I was wrong. You see, you get the pattern. And I was right about this. This is probably my best pick of the season so far, I'd say. Um, yeah, I mean, what is that? 7 of 14, something like that. Week 6. Oh shit. Both teams are on a one-game skid, so I'm never picking against the Giants. I'll say that every week. I'm taking the Giants at home. I take that. Jets 9:30. Where is this game? Where is this game? Oh, London. Okay. London. Okay. Oh, my bad, boys. My bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My bad. All right. So, Giants. I got them upsetting the Eagles. There's no reason for me to believe the Jets will win. So I'll take the Broncos. I'll take the Rams. I'll take the Panthers. The Colts. This is a good fucking game right here. I'll take the Jags. I think the Chargers will get back in the win column. I think I think the Browns. Mm, I don't know. Nah, the Steelers. Yeah, Steelers, Patriots. This is bad ball right here, bro. I'll take the Titans. This is probably the game of the week. I'll take the Bucks. The Bengals are gonna get harassed. I'll take the Lions. A Monday night doubleheader again. Uh, I'll take Buffalo and I'll take Chicago. Yeah, I mean, I don't have nothing else for you guys. Go back to the tier list one more time. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. In the comments, please let me know if you want anything else related to the NFL season. If you want me to make any kind of playoff predictions, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Take care. Have a good one.